When you understand the process behind what causes someone to develop NPD, you start to see why there is no cure, or why it's nearly impossible to cure. Let's take Bob as an example. Bob grew up in an abusive household with a narcissistic parent, which caused him lots of personal trauma. Throughout Bob's early years he would have suffered a lot of mental, physical abuse, and it was ingrained in his mentality that the world was an aggressive, hostile place. Bob felt helpless and lacking control for many years, and over time he developed very strong but unhealthy coping mechanism to survive in a perceived dangerous world and shield himself from potential threats. Bob decided he would never be abused or made to feel helpless or worthless ever again, even if it meant he would need to harm everyone close to him. Bob would always be 3 steps ahead of any potential threat, striking first and getting rid of the threat before they ever had a chance to strike at him, even if the person in fact was not a threat and had no intention to ever harm him and loved him. Bob decided he would rather feel nothing than risk feeling vulnerable, worthless, unloved. He severed the connection with his inner self at a young age so bad, he doesn't know who he is. The part of him that is the source of natural well-being, replenishment, resourcefulness, is so lost, and it is nearly impossible to find that connection again. But unless Bob can rekindle that connection, he can never heal and be happy. Bob no longer knows who he is, the inner being, his soul. Some would say Bob made a pact with Satan himself. I wouldn't say he made a pact with Satan. Bob just made an irreversible decision that he would rather not exist than feel the pain he once knew. Perhaps he didn't think there was any other way. Now that the decision has been made, there is no going back. Because if Bob were to exist in any other way, he would immediately associate that with great danger and his demise. So Bob asked his conscience long ago, and with very deliberate intent, to take the only key which could potentially revert that decision, and to hide it so well not even Bob himself can find it.